and every murderer of a transgender individual had a co-conspirator. He's a three-headed monster. He'll never be arrested. He'll never go to prison because he's intangible. And he's got three heads. He's composed of disregard, disrespect, and total disinterest in the transgender community. I call him 3D attitude. He permeates the general population. He permeates even the LGBT population. And he gives the people the strength to perpetrate their cowardly deeds with the feeling that they can do it with impunity. He was with the fellow that conned me into the bedroom, robbed me at gunpoint, threw a blanket over my head, and shoved a pistol up my anal cavity and said I could shoot you and nobody would care. Like I said, by the grace of God, I could be one of these characters. 3D translates into neglect of the transgender community, which leads to another murder that is not so noticed because people don't talk about it much. It's a long-term murder because it translates into lack of outreach to the transgender community when it comes to AIDS prevention, AIDS treatment. It translates into the attitudes that transgender individuals find when they go to clinics and don't come back with the results of their test because they were treated so crappily. Now, here's a sidebar to that, dear friends, because that particular murder can come back on the general community because of those so-called heterosexually identified fellas who see us and take the back to the general community. So you see, when you disregard us in that area, it comes back on you. We have to make, especially in this time of first, as experienced in the last election, make this the first year that we start to collaborate more with each other. Transgender folks out here, you've got to be the change you want to see. You've got to stop letting yourselves be separate. You've got to start cultivating. Let this be the first year we start to cultivate our allies. Let this be the first year that we stop being quiet when atrocities happen to the transgender community. Let us make this the first time that we make our voices heard in the administration to push for gender identity in the hate crimes bill. We push for gender identity to be included in ENDA. Let this be the first year we start to develop programs for our youth who are finding out earlier and earlier, I'm transgender. Let us try to make allies with the straight gay alliances in our high schools so that we can start to give them strength enough to stand the peer pressure and finish school and get their education so they can grow up to be transgender people who know what to do when they get out and be somebody. Let this be the year, the first year, that the transgender community is really heard. Make some noise because this is the time to start. Yeah.